example of a dark cedar forest.
There are 3 dark cedar forests on this incredibly beautiful and interesting hike. We'll also get a close-up look at some birds and a tree that I was ridiculously excited to see.
There's quite a lot of snow on the ground. It makes it feel like I'm walking in sand. School group here. All of them are wearing snowshoes. So great to see.
Enniskillen Conservation Area is on the south slopes of the Oak Ridges Moraine. This is the Bowmanville Creek, which originates just a few kilometers north of here, near the town of Enfield. The Bowmanville Creek empties into Lake Ontario at Port Darlington. Just one bird visited, but I'll come back later in the video to try again.
Well, that was exciting. Within a few meters of each other, I found a red pine, white pine, and a jack pine.
Here is the jack pine, quite a straggly looking tree. I was quite excited to see this tree. I think it's because it's a symbol of the Canadian wilderness and appears in the paintings of the Canadian artists of the Group of 7. The needles are attached to the branch in groups of 2, like the red pine, but they are much smaller and spread out, like right here. The cones are coated in resin and only open when it's hot, like in a forest fire. The cones can stay closed with seeds inside for 25 years.
Well, I have been stopped here looking at those 3 types of pines for, at least 20 minutes. And time to get moving again.
These are young red pines planted by Forests Ontario as part of the 50 Million Trees program. Forests Ontario is a not-for-profit charity that helps landowners with large-scale tree planting on their property. These are young white spruce.
Aha, I was just thinking that I haven't seen a hawk yet today, and one flew right across my path. Quite close.
All right, I'm heading back over to the bird feeder and I'll put in some new seeds. There are lots of birds in this nearby tree. The black-capped chickadees are coming for the seeds. They will even eat right out of your hand in an area where there used to people. The white-breasted nuthatch is a little more cautious, but will also eat out of your hand. There are quite a few dark-eyed juncos around, but they won't come near me. Same with this song sparrow. This bird is kind of rare at this time of year.
I am having such an interesting time here. I came back to the bird feeder to film the birds again, and suddenly they all disappeared. And I looked up, not very high, but soaring across the little pond was a small hawk, maybe a Cooper's hawk or a sharp-shinned hawk.
Here is the main parking lot with a machine for a small payment for parking. A second parking lot is at the north end. There are 5 trails that go mostly in loops. I hiked on 4 of the trails by going around the perimeter. This was 3.5 very enjoyable kilometers.